Hello.
Hello, I'm Alan Quartermaine.
Oh, yes, Dr. Quartermaine. You're early for your appointment.
I know, but I don't think that my wife's going to show up anyway.
Did your wife refuse to come to the sessions?
Well, actually, I haven't spoken to her, but I really don't think she'll be here.
Why not?
I don't think she wants to hear what I have to say. You see, I've gathered up evidence to prove that she's an unfit mother. Aside from that, she's taken off with another man.
I'm very sorry.
Well, she's the one who's going to be sorry. You want to see my evidence?
Well, I think we should wait until the appointed time, Dr. Quartermaine. Your wife should have an opportunity to defend herself.
Okay, fine, but I don't think she'll be here. She'll make up some excuse about a medical emergency.
Hello? You must be Dr. Quartermaine.
Yes.
I'm Mrs. Feeney.
How do you do? Well, you look a little surprised.
Actually, I am.
Really? Why did you ever think I would miss this little get-together?
To avoid the embarrassment.
Embarrassment?
Well, now that we're all here...
I'm here for one reason, Mrs. Feeney, to prove she's an unfit mother.
Oh, well, then you made a wasted trip, because you're never going to do that, my dear.
I think it would be
I think I can.
Really? Go ahead and try.
Well, if you shut your mouth long enough, I will.
Dr. Quartermaine, please, if
You think you're the only one who has anything to say here?
Oh, I think you're going to try to talk your way out of it, Monica, but it won't do you any good.
We'll just see about it.
Dr. Quartermaine, doctors. I think this session is getting off on the wrong foot.
I beg your pardon?
Excuse me, Mrs. Feeney. Alan, would you please let Mrs. Feeney have a word in?
Sure, we can argue later on our own time. I'm sorry, Mrs. Feeney, you were saying?
Thank you. Now, I'm not sure if you're aware of the purpose of these sessions.
No, I am not sure at all, Mrs. Feeney, because if you think that there's any possibility of a reconciliation, well, it's far too late.
Absolutely.
Well, from what I've observed, I'd say you're right. However, to get back to why you're here. Let's see. You've petitioned for divorce, which your husband has contested. On the advice of the court. We'll have to have at least 3 sessions to be absolutely sure that the differences are irreconcilable.
Well, you mean that this is just a formality?
In a way. However, I will have to talk to the court if the custody of a child or children is at stake.
You mean that's going to be determined by what you hear in these sessions?
Exactly. Now, let's see. I see you have a son, Alan Jr.
That's right.
And your wife is suing for custody?
That's also right.
And I see that you, Dr. Quartermaine, are countersuing for custody and for alimony and for child support.
What?
Oh, you weren't aware?
Alimony?
These are the 80s, Monica. What's fair's fair.
Alan, you and I make the same amount of money. How dare you ask for alimony?
Because you have a home and I don't. A home which, by the way, I gave her as a wedding present.
Yes, as he just said, he gave it to me with no strings attached.
That's before I knew you were going to take off with another man.
That's a lie.
Is it? Well, I've got proof right here.
Oh, really? What kind of proof?
Witnesses' dates. You want to hear it?
Oh, I'd love to hear it if you're willing to hear all the evidence I have against you.
Evidence of what?
Evidence that will prove that you have been unfaithful to me on numerous occasions with more than one woman.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, I have dates and names and witnesses too, Ellen.
You couldn't possibly.
I assure you I do.
Why don't we just try to discuss this calmly?
I am perfectly calm, Mrs. Feeney. I just hope that you are not pressed for time, because I think this will take quite a while.
According to Nurse Potter, the second-floor night nurse, and I repeat, night nurse, Donnelly came in for the 3rd time in 1 month for an examination, and you spent over an hour in the examining room with him.
It is not unusual, Mrs. Feeney, for some of my busier patients to come in during the evening for checkups. And if my husband had asked, he would have found a full report of that examination on file.
And did you, Dr. Quartermaine?
Why bother? She can phony up any report she wants.
Damn it, Ellen, that's going too far. I have never, ever phonied up any report in my entire professional career.
What about the night Mrs. McCormick checked in for the hospital? You were supposed to spend the entire night in the hospital, and I know for a fact you were in Donnelly's bed that night.
Who told you that?
Gabby Russo told me you signed out early.
Oh, Gabby did she? Oh, Gabby being someone that he has known very intimately, who came to the house looking for her earrings that she left in the boathouse after a little outing.
In the boathouse?
Yes, it's my husband's idea of being discreet.
Discreet? Is it discreet for you to be walking through a public park holding Donnelly's hand?
I never.
I have a witness.
Well, what about when your good old friend Arthur died and you came home sloshed to the gills with lipstick all over your shirt?
How could you bring that up at a time like this?
Do you deny it?
I was under tremendous strain. Arthur died very suddenly.
Oh, yes, so much strain that you just had to console yourself with going out once again with another one of your flu seasons.
Oh, don't start calling names, Monica, because I got a couple of beauties for you.
Well, go ahead and say them.
You're a tramp.
You're a liar.
You're a slut.
And you're an animal.
You're a witch,
and
Monica.
you're a creep.
Here, use these.
What? What am I supposed to do with those?
Hit him, so slug it out.
What?
Well, these are wonderful tools, Dr. Quartermaine.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you can hit as hard as you like, get all your hostilities out without really hurting anyone. Go ahead. Hit her.
Don't you dare.
Oh, it feels good to strike out when you're angry. See, that didn't hurt.
Hey, do you mind?
Well, that's not bad at all. Oh, actually, that feels kind of good.
Go ahead, go ahead. Hit
Cut it
her.
out, Monica.
Go on, don't let her have all the fun.
Hey,
Monica,
listen to Mrs. Feeney. This is
will
what
you please
she's
knock
saying.
it off?
Come on, Alan.
Monica, I'm warning you.
Why
Warner,
don't you
do
go with it? This is what
something.
Mrs.
Come
Feeney's
on.
talking about. Oh. There.
You
That's
slut.
it.
You
Get all your anger out.
You miserable.
Who was
it before, Donnelly? Who was it? You. Nobody in this town has anything from you.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Oh, that's wonderful. Don't you both just feel better, huh? I see you both have a lot of aggression to work through. Well, I'll see you next week at the same time.